Please welcome Juli Polise.
Hello. My name's Juli Polise. My shirt is a lie. I'm not from New York. I'm from New Jersey. Oh my God! I have never gotten that much of a reaction to saying Jersey before on the West Coast. I don't know if you're gonna like these next jokes. Or maybe you will. Because, like, most New Jerseyans are passionate about three very specific things. Our carbs, they're elite. The pizza, the bagels, top tier. Our beaches are also pretty great. But most importantly, and without fail, all of us are very passionate about the fact that we never, under any circumstance, want to move back to New Jersey. Yeah. I recently went to a women's professional soccer game, and I'm trying to watch more women's sports, and I realized the things that I hate about men's sports, I love about women's sports. So it took us 30 minutes to get into the parking lot, but I was like, I'm just so happy there are so many fans here, you know? And then I tried to go to the bathroom in the stadium, and the line wrapped around 15 times, and I was like, you know what? Women supporting women is pretty cool. I would love to be a professional athlete. I grew up playing so many sports, but I think my biggest problem wouldn't be the equal pay. It would probably be the way broadcasters talk about us. Because in men's sports, they talk about men as if they're cattle at a ranch auction. And I'd rather not be compared to a workhorse and a beast. And then have my weight projected on national television. I'm gonna pass. I know that women's sports are making a really big stride in becoming mainstream because even my dad is going to women's sporting events. And he's treating it exactly like men's sporting events. So he went to a WNBA game the other day and he left early to beat the crowd, as all dads do. But I also think women of my generation are really good at rebranding. It's not a walk around the neighborhood anymore, it's a hot girl walk. It's not a shopping addiction, it's girl math. It's not an eating disorder, it's intermittent fasting. Okay? And I think the next thing we need to rebrand is therapy, but so more men want to participate. It's needed, so yeah, therapy! My proposal is a therapy collab with fantasy football. Hear me out. I think men would get super into it because in this world of mine, they would get personalized player analytics about how they handle life. So, a Chad could get his analytics on whether or not he will fumble a first date by mentioning Joe Rogan. And the odds are 100% you will fumble that first date every time. But do I think this could achieve world peace? No, but it could lower divorce rates, and that is world peace we need in America. I think at the end of the day, men would just realize also that playing fantasy football, and going to therapy are exactly the same, because it just makes you realize week in and week out how you're pissed off at people you have no control over in life. Speaking of therapy, I recently had to fire my therapist, let go, break up with. I don't know the proper terminology yet, but I had to fire her. I caught her on her phone in the middle of one of our virtual sessions, and she did one of these where she finagles the camera under the phone underneath the camera. And I was like, you can't fool me. I've worked in corporate America. I've done that move before. I guess I was talking about myself too much. Yeah, so I changed the subject and I started talking about Jada and Will Smith, and she really perked up and wanted to unpack all of that. That was what she was interested in. But yeah, after the session, I was just like, damn, am I not traumatic enough to warrant your undivided attention? And then I was like, oh my God, I'm not traumatic enough for you anymore. That's my time. Thank you so much.
Improv.